Hey folks, AJ the CEO here, and in this video we're going to be talking about making a budget for your media ministry. So let's go. Hey folks, AJ the CEO here. This is your first time stopping by the channel. Thanks for stopping by, and on this channel we focus on tips, training, strategies, reviews, and builds to help modernize your media ministry. So if you're new here, consider subscribing, and if you like what we're doing here, consider becoming a patron or a YouTube member. Links are down below. No matter the size of your media ministry, you need a budget. I feel that this communicates seriousness and a focus of excellence towards your ministry. This helps you with the direction and helps others that are a part of the decision makers of your budget understand exactly how you're going to use this money. We all know that there is no plateau in life or in ministry. We are growing or dying, moving forward or backwards. There should be a progressive approach in our ministry because technology and ways of communicating are changing daily. The gear, methods, and options used yesterday may be outdated or no longer available, so we need to have this in mind as we work on a budget. Now let's organize this budget into 5 categories. This will make it very clear what the ultimate goal of each item is for our ministry and how we categorize them. These categories are maintenance, growth, training, emergencies, and wishes. Now, starting off with maintenance, these items will cover keeping our existing equipment running well. For me, some of these items are printer ink, paper, pens, sanitizer, batteries, mic covers, blank disk media, if we're even still using that, yearly licenses for applications and software as a service, kind of like our website, Zoom, etc. Nothing major, but all of these items are essential. Now, the next thing we have are growth items. These items are things that are not nice to have, but are essentials with a needed soon due date. For my ministry, this would be including projector bulbs, additional microphones, an audio technician visit to recalibrate our system, cable rerouting project, and other things like that that you might not want to do right now, but you know you're gonna have to do them sooner or later. Next, we have training items. These items are for training our team to improve their skills. Now, unless you're a full-time media ministry staff, most of the people in your media ministry are volunteers and they don't use these skills outside of the ministry. So any form of training would be beneficial for your team and honestly is really essential. Most of the training events that we were interested in at my church have been canceled due to COVID, but there are still many virtual options available. I myself am working on a virtual training that I would hope to be available next year. So make sure you're a subscriber, have notifications turned on. That way you'll be the first to know about any training details once they become available. The next category we have are emergency items. These items are what we need to have on standby for just in case moments. This would include items like additional webcams, a backup computer, cameras, additional microphones, especially now, secondary or tertiary streaming equipment, ways to still live stream if your primary stuff goes down. Now, last but not least, we also want to include wishes. These are those items that you don't need at all, but if there happens to be some extra money laying around with your name on it, you could put it to some good use. Now, some examples for me and my ministry as wishes would be the Vimeo live streaming package. Convert us over to that plan yearly. Extending our networking gear and Wi-Fi throughout the entire building. New fluid head tripods instead of the cheap ones that we have. A voice over IP phone system. Converting our sound system to a more up-to-date digital sound system. And then also doing some in-ear monitors for our musicians. Now, this is not like I said, the standard. This is just something that I try to follow when I do my budget. So that way I can leverage and see where I'm at. Because out of these 5 categories, if I happen to have one too many things in one category, shows that I'm missing out on something else. So if I put everything in maintenance, that pretty much means that I'm not trying to do any type of movement, no type of growth, no type of progression, no type of training for my folks. And but then at the same time, if I have everything on wishes, I'm not being realistic, and I'm not trying to focus on the task at hand. So these are the 5 categories that I like to focus around, and then have a well balance of everything that needs to go into my budget. And then I take those categories. I don't send those to the trustees. That's mainly for me, but I base what I need based off of those items. So make sure that, oh yeah, we need to make sure we got some funds for that Zoom account or for the website. And then, hey, there's a new training that we need because I can see that our people are struggling a little bit with audio balancing and sound engineering and all this other stuff like that. But then at the same time, like, hey, our computers are horrible. They're running slow. It takes 5 minutes for them to boot up. We might want to invest in an upgrade. Or, hey, our internet went out, and how are we going to live stream? Maybe we should have a hotspot. Things like that. So I don't want to go too detailed and telling you how much money you need to put in this and that, because you know your ministry. I don't. I know what mine is, and I focus on that. So I don't want to get into the exact details of I should ask for this much money and per year and stuff like that. I mean, I could never answer that question. I hope this gives you a good stance on where to go in the direction, and at least give you, point you in the right direction. That's what I'm pretty much trying to say when you're developing your budget for your media ministry, because you do need one. So I hope that helps, folks. If you like this type of content, I appreciate a like, consider subscribing, and hit that bell. That way you get notified when we come out with other videos to help modernize your media ministry. And I would like to thank the patrons for making this video possible. Their names are on the screen right now. And you too can become a patron for as little as $1 a month, or you can become a YouTube member by clicking the join button below, right below this video, where the perks start at $4.99, and there are different perks for the different platforms. But either platform that you pick, I'm thankful and appreciative of that, because you are helping us train media ministries all over the world. Thanks for watching, folks. This is AJ, and we will see you on the next video. Later.